Horror Nights starts in September, but you don't have to wait too long for a scare. A prequel to the franchise called A Quiet Place Day One hits theaters later this month. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
It's good to be a Celtics fan today. Kristaps Porzingis scored 20 points to push Boston to a 107-89 win over the Mavericks in last night's Game 1 of the NBA Finals. These two were at TD Garden.
We knew it was going to go that way all along. Celtics in 5.
Celtics in 4.
Game 2 is Sunday in Boston again. Deborah Rodriguez.
Wonderful.
CBS News.
Join us June 22nd and 23rd at the Mississippi Trade Mart in Jackson, Mississippi, for Mississippi Comic-Con. There will be tons of vendors, artists, exhibitors, performers, cosplay, and more, including celebrity Q&As with guests like Alan Tudyk, Kevin Nash, Vicki Lawrence, Tom Wilson, John Eder, and more. Starting this Friday at 8 a.m., head to this radio station's website to get a weekend pass to the Mississippi Comic-Con at half off. Hurry! Offers are limited, so act fast. Get your sweet deal for Mississippi Comic-Con today by visiting this station's website.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remains strong.
Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
Don't miss Sean Hannity.
Biden incoherently adheres
Live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
The cold front we've been talking about all week comes through this morning. That means lower humidity this afternoon, but it's still hot. Temperatures top out around 90 degrees, mainly sunny skies. There will be a northwest breeze around 10 miles per hour. Beautiful and comfortable tonight. Clear skies down to 62 degrees. Some upper 50s are possible. For Saturday, hot again around 90, but low humidity and plenty of sunshine.
That's your First Alert Forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs, some even same day. And now at Staples, save up to $50 on your print purchase. Offer N76. Visit staples.com/print for details. Boost your business with Staples, your local print and marketing expert.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got a disabled vehicle, 65 southbound to 85 northbound. They're in the curve against the left wall. The authorities are en route to that. Not really seeing a lot of backup there, but be advised, disabled vehicle, 65 south in the ramp to 85 north. Outside of that, we're looking pretty good. Nothing else has been reported that would send you on an alternate route. You keep listening, and we will keep you posted. Great shopping at Premier Place. After shopping news for Blano's King Buffet or Sweet Frog Frozen Yogurt, it's all at Premier Place in Prattville. Another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jed Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Friday. There's now a $5,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest in a Montgomery triple murder. It happened Tuesday night at the Tienda Los Hermanos store off of Troy Highway. A father and son related to the owner and a family friend were all shot and killed in an armed robbery. All Crime Stoppers at 215 stopped. Any information. You can look to the skies this evening as folks in Montgomery are hoping to put an end to gun violence. There will be a balloon release outside of City Hall on North Perry Street. This was planned a while back for National Gun Violence Awareness Month. We need your help today to feed Alabama's folks in need. It's our annual Summer Fun and Food Drive. We'll be out at the Renfro's Market off Chantilly Parkway until 7 o'clock this evening. You can donate money or non-perishable food items to the Heart of Alabama Food Bank that serves more than half the counties in the state. That's your news on this Friday. I'm Jed Davis for WSFA 12 News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare campaign expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. We've helped over 30,000 families out of financial hardship by getting them out of bad timeshare. If your timeshare agreement goes on forever, if you were told timeshares are a great investment, or your maintenance fees will never go up, you have questions, we have the answer. At Wesley Financial Group, we're dedicated to helping timeshare owners get out of their financial nightmare. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free timeshare exit information kit. Call 800-951-6464. That's 800-951-6464. 800-951-6464.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey everyone, let's all stop what we're doing and take a moment. See, every moment can be kind of special. But they can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments, it doesn't matter. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Advocate.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 40. Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine once again. For it is one more day, one more time. You're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. On your AM dial at newsradio1440.com. If you can't reach us there, you can always download our app on Google Play or the Apple Store, News Radio 1440. News Radio, spell that out, 1440, and you'll find us. Good morning to you. It is a great day to be alive. It is time for our Daily Bread this morning. It's a feature of our show each morning so we can start the day off with a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or give you a new one. But either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning to you. It is June the 7th, 2024. Today's Daily Bread is entitled The Joy in Giving. Our scripture insight today comes from Acts 20, 17 to 34 to 24 and 34 to 35. But we'll start off with Acts 20 and 35, which reads, "It is more blessed to give than to receive. Govern yourselves accordingly." And again, good morning. It is June the 7th, 2024. It is a day like all the others that has never been. It is also a day that will never, ever be again. It is a once-in-a-lifetime deal. And once it's over, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and undo all the things you do this day. And more importantly, you don't get to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. If you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the mercy, charity, and love of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day that is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, whatever we do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, until you can't. Because whether you remember it or not, somebody along the way helped you. You should do the same. Good morning. So again, today's Daily Bread is joy in giving. It is a great day. Fantastic day to be alive. We'll be back.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled, Joy in Giving, was written by Iris and Kita. When Carrie's young son was going through yet another surgery related to muscular dystrophy, she wanted to take her mind off the family situation by doing something for someone else. So she rounded up her son's outgrown but gently used shoes and donated them to a ministry. Her giving prompted friends and family members and even neighbors to join in, and soon more than 200 pairs of shoes were donated. Although the shoe drive was meant to bless others, Carrie feels her family was blessed more. The whole experience really lifted our spirits and helped us to focus outward, Carrie said. Paul understood how important it was for followers of Jesus to give generously. On his way to Jerusalem, the Apostle Paul stopped in Ephesus. He knew it would likely be his last visit with the people of the church he'd founded there. In his farewell address to the church elders in Acts 20, he reminded them how he'd worked diligently in service to God and encouraged them to do the same. Then he concluded with Jesus' words, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." Jesus wants us to freely and humbly give of ourselves. When we trust him to guide us, he'll provide opportunities for us to do so. Like Carrie's family, we may be surprised by the joy we experience as a result. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Acts chapter 20, verses 17 through 24 and 34 through 35. From Miletus, Paul sent to Ephesus for the elders of the church. When they arrived, he said to them, "You know how I lived the whole time I was with you, from the first day I came into the province of Asia. I served the Lord with great humility and with tears, and in the midst of severe testing by the plots of my Jewish opponents. You know that I have not hesitated to preach anything that would be helpful to you, but have taught you publicly and from house to house. I have declared to both Jews and Greeks that they must turn to God in repentance and have faith in our Lord Jesus. And now, compelled by the Spirit, I am going to Jerusalem, not knowing what will happen to me there. I only know that in every city the Holy Spirit warns me that prison and hardships are facing me. However, I consider my life worth nothing to me. My only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord Jesus has given me, the task of testifying to the good news of God's grace." Now verses 34 and 35. You yourselves know that these hands of mine have supplied my own needs and the needs of my companions. In everything I did, I showed you that by this kind of hard work we must help the weak, remembering the words the Lord Jesus himself said, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." Let's pray. Dear Father, you have blessed each of us with gifts, big and small. Help us to hold these gifts loosely and allow you to use them as you will. May we freely give our time and our resources to others as we sense you directing us. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you for listening today. I'm Rochelle Traub, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States, actually especially coming up the 80th anniversary of the invasion of Normandy some 80 years ago, and to the greatest generation. But we got some pretty good generations in the military now. We got some young men and young women who have volunteered to go in harm's way to protect us and the things we hold dear. We'll be back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And let's not forget our local heroes around here. Montgomery Sheriff Department, Montgomery Police Department, who else? Did I forget anybody? No, of course not. The maintenance department. Somebody's got to keep the streets clean. Seen them out there working yesterday. Also, we're going to say good morning to the mayor. Although I do have some. Well, I got some. Well, I'll talk about the mayor in a little while. Okay. Now, one of our city councilmen is supposed to come up here today. I'm not exactly sure if they're coming, though. You know, sometimes they kind of get scared. You know, I mean, coming up on the Elk Dog show is kind of tough on them, but that's okay. Hey, you got a set? Come on up here and show them. Not literally, but you know, at least figuratively. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Say you ain't scared. Like Roberto used to say, I ain't scared. So don't be scared. Anyway, good morning to you. And good morning to Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. After all, this is an Air Force town, and we got to pay homage to that guy. But let's not let them forget. If it were not for the United States Army, there would be no Air Force. I'm just saying. You might want to remember that out there on base. Although we do work harder in the Army, you know, we do more things by 9 o'clock than most people do all week. Even the Air Force. Although I would like to see a C-141 one more time out on base. Just let me glaze at it for a minute. Their motto is Semper Fidelis, but they just cut it short, said Semper Fi. But whether Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it is always the same thing. It means the same thing. Always, always faithful. Good morning, Jarheads. How you doing? A lot of things to talk about today. But before we talk, we're going to play you an audio piece today that I think we need to hear. And good morning, and good morning again. I hope my phones are working today, but don't have time to take a call right now, whoever it is on the phone. We got an audio piece today. I love this one. I play it at least maybe once or twice a month, but you never can be too kind. You can't be too kind at all. And some people have forgotten. We live in a world today where we get mad a little bit at everything, but not today. Not today. This is I forgot who this is by, but I'm only doing this on Fridays now, every couple of Fridays. So that I think sometimes we need to be reminded that it is important to be kind.
Vital virtue that unfortunately and regrettably is often forgotten, the virtue of kindness, being kind. I want you to hear a story. 20 years ago, I drove a cab for a living. When I arrived at 2:30 in the morning, the building was dark except for a single light in a ground floor window. Under these circumstances, many cab drivers would just honk once or twice, wait a minute, and drive away. But I had seen too many impoverished people who depended on taxis as their only means of transportation to drive away. Unless the situation smelled of danger, I always went to the door. So I walked to the door and knocked. Just a moment, answered a frail, elderly voice. For after a long pause, the door opened. A small woman in her 80s stood before me. By her side was a small nylon suitcase. Would you carry this bag out to the car for me? She said. I took the suitcase out and returned to assist the woman. She took my arm and walked slowly toward the curb. She kept thanking me for my kindness. Oh, it's nothing, I told her. I just try to treat all my passengers the way I would want my mother treated. When we got in the cab, she gave me an address. Then she said, "Oh, by the way, could you drive through downtown? It's not the shortest way." "Oh, I don't mind. I'm in no hurry. I'm on my way to a hospice." I looked in the rearview mirror, and her eyes were glistening. I don't have any family left," she said, almost to herself. "The doctor says I don't have very long." I quietly reached over and shut off the meter. "What route would you like me to take?" For the next 2 hours, we drove all around the city. She showed me the building where she had once worked as an elevator operator. We drove through the neighborhood where she and her husband had lived when they were newlyweds. She had me pull up in front of a furniture warehouse that had once been a ballroom where she had gone dancing as a girl. Sometimes she'd ask me to slow down in front of a particular building or corner. She would sit staring into the darkness, saying nothing. As the first hint of sun was creasing the horizon, she suddenly said, "Okay, I'm ready. Let's go now." We drove in silence to the address she had given me. It was a low building. 2 orderlies came out to the cab. As soon as we pulled up, they were solicitous and intent, watching her every move. They were expecting her. I opened the trunk, took out the small suitcase, carried it to the door. The woman was already seated in a wheelchair. "How much do I owe you?" she asked. "No, you don't owe me anything," I said. "Oh, you have to make a living," she answered. "Oh, there are other passengers," I responded. Almost without thinking, I bent over and gave her a hug. She held on to me tightly. "You gave an old woman a little bit of joy," she said. "Thank you." I squeezed her hand, then walked into the dim morning light. Behind me, a door shut. It was the sound of the closing of a life. I drove aimlessly, lost in thought for the rest of the day. I could hardly talk. What if that woman had gotten in an angry driver earlier that morning, or one who was impatient? What if I had refused to take the run, or had honked once and driven away? On a quick review, I don't think I have done anything more important in all my life. I love that story. It sort of helps me allow life to make up its mind again. You need to remember that story. The times you will want to be anything but kind, because it is so much easier to bear a grudge and hate in return, or get back, or get even. Hate destroys the vessel it's kept in. Revenge never healed a wound. There's one thing all of us have in common: we've been mistreated by somebody. Some of you have known abuse, misunderstanding, and all of this has a way of siphoning your tank of kindness. It can make you hard. You can get on with hard. You can get along with it. In fact, some will even respect you more because you're tough. But I urge you not to be. Be kind, tenderhearted, forgiving one another. When I'm truly free of revenge and bitterness, there is plenty of room in my heart left for kindness. And not until. Do what's right. Do justice. Love kindness. Walk humbly with your God.
Maybe you were born a really nice person with a gentle, sweet personality, and being kind to people comes pretty naturally to you. But I think More of the globe is not that way than is. And the good news is we can change.
It's amazing what one kind word can do. We don't think anything about it, but to the other person, it breathes life into their spirit. Our words have the power to lift people, to help them get through a challenge, to push them into their destinies. When you tell someone, I love you, I'm proud of you, you did great on that project, you're not just being kind, those are healing words. We don't know what people are going through. They may smile on the outside, but on the inside, they're hurting, they're lonely, they're discouraged. Many people have wounds from the past, wounds from a relationship that didn't work out, wounds from people trying to push them down. Just a simple word of encouragement. I believe in you. I'm praying for you. A simple compliment. You look beautiful today. It's no big deal to you, but to them, it's helping heal the wounds. It's lifting their spirits. It's causing them to believe in themselves. Your words can be what keeps them moving forward. God puts people in our lives on purpose so we can bring healing. Letting people know that you care does more than you imagine. You have the power to put someone on their feet. You have the power to keep them from falling into depression. You have the power to cause them to pursue their dreams. Be free with your compliments. You can think well of your friend all day long, but if you never tell them, they'll never know. God wouldn't have brought it up if he didn't want you to tell them. He wouldn't have put that thought in you if the other person didn't need it. You may not know them. It may not make sense to you, but God knows what he's doing. There's a reason they need your healing. Don't withhold it. Don't try to reason it out. In my early 20s, a young man started coming up to the gym to play basketball with us. He was a loner. He was very unfriendly, very cold. He never talked. Even during the games, he wouldn't interact with us. Most of the guys just ignored him. But something down in here told me to reach out to him and make him feel welcome. I found out that his name was Bo. When he would come into the gym, I would go over and say, "Hey, Bo, it's great to see you today." He never said anything. He just hit his chest twice and walked away. I didn't know what that meant, but I hit my chest twice and walked away. This went on for several years. I saw him 4 or 5 times a week. Well, I stopped playing basketball there, and I hadn't seen Bo in over 20 years. One Sunday, he showed up at church. I saw him afterwards. I thought, where do I know this guy from? He said, "I'm Bo. We used to play basketball together." That's the most I'd ever heard him talk. He went on to tell how he grew up in the projects. At 14, he started living on his own. Nobody wanted him. He never felt loved or accepted. He said, "One of the main reasons I went up to the gym was to hear you say, 'Great to see you today,' because nobody had told me that they were glad to see me." Those simple words, letting him know that I cared, were like life-giving water. Today, Bo is married. He introduced me to his children. He's setting a new standard for his family. What am I saying? Nobody is in your life by accident. Don't ignore what you feel on the inside, that compassion to encourage them, that desire to be their friend. Take time to make them feel loved. It doesn't have to be something big. Just good to see you. I believe in you. I'm praying for you. Just let them know that you care.
Never too late to be kind. I love that story, especially the cab driver. You know, if he just went there and blew the horn one time and nobody came out and kept on going, well, hey, we wouldn't have had this story for one thing. Anyway, good morning to you. It is easier to be kind than it is to be terrible. I believe that our phones are actually working now. I think somebody called signal. I need to come and check on that. 860-424 is the number. Got a couple of things. Got a couple of things going. David Thrasher in the next hour is going to join us. He is a MD. He's also been tearing up the the uncut Montgomery with all kinds of critiques. I won't call them criticism. I'll call them critiques of the mayor and the situation that we find ourselves in right now with all this criminal activity in the city. Uh, anyway, we'll I'm supposed to get him around 7:30 next hour. Let me see who this is. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Well, everybody knows your voice. Hmm. Oh well, yes. Mm-hmm. Are you talking about had on Robert White? Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. I didn't get to I did not get to ask him a bunch of questions that I had gotten. Okay. I mean, when you text me and I get to you, just consider it kind of lucky because I get a bunch of them at one time, so I can't get them all. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. I know. Well, I know. Well, wait a minute! Don't be jumping on. Wait a minute! Don't be jumping on me. I can't get to all the Texas. Okay, I can't. I mean, if I don't get to yours, I'll save it for another time. So don't be. You're not the only one. Exactly. Okay. Well, we should have sent me an audio piece. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Everybody thinks that. Okay. I said everybody thinks that. Yeah. No, I've been playing this thing. I've been playing this thing for two. I've been playing this thing for about 3 years. So it didn't just come from yours, but I hear you. I appreciate it. Didn't just come from yours. 7:38 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? I don't know if I can handle you and her back to back, but I'll try. Oh, now, wait a minute. Now I'm finna hang up on you because the first thing I do every morning is play something about God. So don't insult me. Or don't, okay, don't, I hang up on you quick. Don't insult me, okay? So I'm not scared to talk about God. I'm probably one of the few talk show hosts in the country that doesn't mind having that conversation. So shut up with that. Okay, okay. I hear. I've heard that one about 28 times from you also. All righty then. Good morning. Who's this? Because everybody takes it personal. I get hundreds of texts and I just can't read everybody. So yeah. About who? Oh, well, yeah, 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 yeah. To be kind, yes. Mhm. No, Not a lot, but I do play. Uh huh. Yeah. Because I'm still kind to him. I'm still kind to him. But I don't. But being kind, I know being more is to be kind. That's the moral of the story. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I I've done. Wait a minute. I've done that on many occasions. Got cut. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've been cussed out. Been called all kind of names. So listen. People people have to be receptive. Yesterday. 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 Now, listen. Listen. If I you almost got to be packing to talk to anybody today. You don't know who's gonna pull a gun on you, and I've seen it. So you don't know who. One guy talked to me, put a show me his 9 millimeter, told me to shut up. Guess what I did? I shut up. So yeah. Oh, just cautious. Ain't no right. Okay. I mean, so don't tell me about somebody else's kid. The first person, yeah, you don't know the ones are. You don't know them. They're all and yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, why were you complaining about that? It ain't nothing but grass. Why you complaining about grass? It's working on. Um, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, mm, yeah. Okay. Wait. Mm-hmm. I hear you, bro. Okay. All right. Hey, put me to sleep. You already put me to sleep on this story. Uh, yeah. I've done my share. The first one, the first one, the first man should talk to these kids is their father. Yeah, yeah, he around somewhere. Yeah. Uh, then I guess we're gonna meet a lot of where they are. We're gonna go down to UIS. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. UIS. We'll be back. All righty then. Good evening, everybody. Hope this is going to well. I know we didn't really have access to it. It seemed like it's working. Good morning on there. Hello. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. We have to normally do that. This is so many things going on inside regular shipments. What are you talking about? Our mail. Oh, yes, you- okay, okay, cover the group. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah. They're not doing good, they're not doing too good in Chicago, are they? And when I saw that, when I saw that as part of the platform, I said, oh, wait a minute, so what we're going to do here? So if people out there breaking the law, shooting people, killing people, and they just all happen to be black, are we supposed to just let them go? And I read that part of their profile. I said, well, if you live in a city that's predominantly black, most of the criminals going to be they go to jail here will be black. And that's one of the I got with the mayor. Everything's not enough time. And if you break the law, you go to jail. Yeah. Yeah, again, somebody's going to benefit from the money, but it won't be us. I just say that, but it won't be. Money is not the issue when it comes to crime. This isn't. So, yeah, appreciate it. Listen, these organizations live free, uh, BLM, Black Lives Matter. Listen, they sound, they really do. They make you think that they just care about you. And Chicago has more murders than anybody in. I don't know. It's property. You know, yes. Mhm. Mm. Hey, appreciate it. All right, appreciate it. One more. Good morning down there. All right, man. Good morning. Who is it? No. Hey, I got I gotta go. You can call me back the next hour if you need to because I gotta go. Be back. It is 9:58 in the morning.
$5,000 reward for these two arrests in triple murder happened Tuesday night in the Los Hermanos highway. Father and son related to each other, and family friends. Armed robbery. You can look at the folks in the family are hoping to put people will be a balloon release outside of City Hall on North Street. We need your help today to keep Alabama's 14 million. We have improved bus options to pathways to money for 9 years per day. So Alabama food bank serves more than 100 states. That's your news on this Friday. I'm Jim Davis with WSFA 12 News.
WLWI is News Radio 1440, also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Employers have put the pedal to the metal on hiring, countering fears of a slowdown. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
272,000 jobs created in the month of May, about 100,000 more than what economists had thought would occur. This does prove that the U.S. labor force is still in very good shape.
Analysts say it's likely to lower chances the Fed will start cutting interest rates anytime soon. Unemployment hit 4% for the first time in 2 years. President Biden is in France, where he's set to deliver a speech on democracy in Normandy, a day after 80th D-Day commemorations. This morning in Paris, he met with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky and promised him another $225 million in aid for the fight against Russia, after apologizing for a delay. First Lady Jill Biden's expected to fly back to France tomorrow after she left D-Day ceremonies to attend the court trial of her stepson Hunter in Delaware. Correspondent Scott McFarland says
final prosecution witnesses at the federal courthouse in Wilmington, Delaware. Hunter Biden is pleaded not guilty to unlawfully possessing a gun while using drugs and lying on the application forms to buy the gun. In testimony Thursday, his brother's widow, with whom he had a romantic relationship, testified she found that gun in 2018 near drug residue.
The prosecution expected to rest its case later today, then the defense takes it forward. It ruled out testimony from the president's son. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu says he'll be in Washington on July 24th to deliver a speech to Congress. CBS's Margaret Brennan says it was a controversial invitation because of
how it has been waging the war in Gaza, and even before that, what Prime Minister Netanyahu was doing to the judicial system, to the democracy of the state of Israel, has made some centrist Democrats and progressive Democrats increasingly uncomfortable.
Extreme heat setting records across the Southwest. It got up to 111 in Las Vegas yesterday. It didn't stop this woman from going on a hike.
The biggest thing is we do have electrolyte too, so salt have electrolyte powder, and then just lots of water.
The FDA has rescinded its ban on Juul's e-cigarettes. They ordered the company to stop sales in 2022. They were allowed to stay on the market pending an appeal. Now, the agency's ordered them back under scientific review. S&P futures down 33. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your family, your home, and your friend with life and electronic devices and insurance. You have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policy you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-230-2777. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems. If you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-230-2777. That's 800-230-2777 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777.
A longtime TV game show host is set to sign off.
At the game show Wheel of Fortune, a farewell.
Well, the time is coming to say goodbye. It's been an incredible privilege to be invited to millions of homes, night after night, year after year.
Host Pat Sajak's last show airs tonight, 43 years of performing, more than 8,000 shows. Now a big tribute on the show that aired last night.
What an incredible and unforgettable achievement. And I've enjoyed every minute of it with you.
Crest will take over. Nathan, CBS News.
Be like in Team USA losing to tiny Montenegro in basketball. An American men's team has just staged one of the biggest upsets in cricket at a World Cup match with powerhouse Pakistan.
Who cares
which was
about
expected to be a top contender for the title. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause
Talking about the
weak
ghetto.
immune system. However, there is a solution. DINOVITE. Dinovite. It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio. Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovites.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your social security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ziprecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free.
Let's see, something different for dinner. Searching restaurants near me.
Right here, ma'am. How can we help?
Gee, same old, same old.
Wait, we're right here. Ma'am, our restaurant's just a few blocks from you. Why is she not seeing us?
Back to the usual, I guess.
Ma'am, can you not see us?
Nope, they can't see you because you're buried deep in the list of local restaurants. You are invisible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Get a boost, get found, get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
Take News Radio 1440 with you everywhere on your AM dial at 1440, on 95.1 HD3 on FM, through our app on the App Store, or through your Alexa or Google smart home device.
Talk about the ghetto. Okay, now. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I was trying to find something. I'm gonna answer for this. Play it on. I hear a little bit of it anyway. Well, here around um, around 8:30. We're gonna call Dr. David Thrasher, who has been who has gone on some of the uncut Montgomery and really and sending emails and really um, showing a severe concern about where we are with criminality in Montgomery, Alabama. And he has some interesting things to say. He has some interesting suggestions. So we're going to talk to him probably around 7:30, so somewhere around that time, for a couple minutes on the air. And we'll see how all that goes. Well, other things going on. Listen, I don't know. And again, our prayers go out to the family over there that we're trying to pronounce that name of the supermarket because me in Spanish, I think I went to sleep in that class. But we all know where it's at now, don't we? And for the wrong, we know the right things for the wrong reasons. 860-1440 is the number here. You want to give us a call up, talk to whatever on your mind. I'm trying to find something here that I need to tell you guys about, but I'll find it in a little bit and wherever it is. I know it's on here someplace, so I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it in a minute. Okay. Okay. I'll find it. It's on here someplace. Okay. And in the meantime, somebody want to call while I'm looking at my stuff here, because I gotta find myself. Let me see. Where's it at? PE. Okay. Okay. So that's okay. That's what I'm looking for right there. Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. I found it. I believe I found it anyway. Okay. No, I guess I didn't. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to do it anyway. Anyway, and I'm glad I'm not the only one that notices that the COO, the chief, what's the COO? Chief Operating Officer, um, uh, is actually. I mean, I thought the other day when I looked in there, I thought he was the mayor. To tell you the truth, but a good guy, making trying to make a difference out there. So, oh, here's my thing right here. Here's what I need right here. Okay, this is what I've been looking for all the time. Come on, man, help me break it. Anyway, good morning. 860-1440 is the number here. Are the phones not working anymore? Are they not working at all? Right. I just need to know these things. Okay. I need to know if they are working. Okay. If they're not working, then I need to know that also. So, let me. Someone. Is that what it is? I just looked on the website and they getting like $235,000 from the city of Chicago and stuff like that. Not 6 million. And that's what I'm I got plenty of money. Good morning. Okay, I'm glad somebody asked me about that. I think we should have an ordinance where you don't like Chicago, like New York has. You are not authorized to walk around with a loaded gun. You can have your gun, but it cannot be loaded. Okay, and now that's not going to stop all those people who are going to break the law anyway. But I don't mind seeing a gun if as long as I know it's not loaded. I think what New York did and stop and frisk, really stop and frisk. I love the Constitution of the United States, but these crooks right here that don't care nothing about the Constitution of the United States, only how to manipulate it. And I think if in certain areas of town y'all got stopped, you should be stopped and frisked. And I say bring back the roadblocks. But the problem is, if you bring back the roadblocks and you do find guns and stuff like that, you can't do nothing about it because you know. But what you can find out is how old people are in these cars. Because according to the state of Alabama, the only 18-year-old is that can have a gun is one that's already served in the military. But if you're 18 years old and you already in the military and out, you didn't stay too long. Right. Hmm. Well, I think we certainly need to do something. I'm going to call David Thrasher when he joins us. He's going to give us some ideas of what we can do. Um, so we'll see. With something. Well, I'm not sure. He said it was going to be a 50-50 chance, and he wasn't going to be here till yeah yeah pretty much pretty much. Mm. All right, appreciate it. Good morning. Good morning. No. That's Reed is the CEO of the city. Not he's not coming on. I don't think he is going to come on. As a matter of fact, I think his name is spelled Reid. Mm-hmm. I understand the rest. Well, but uh, yeah. Well, and that's listen, I think that's an interesting point. I know, like gun buyback programs, groups are not going to take their gun and sell them to people unless they already stole some more guns to replace. I got that. Do we do nothing? Do we do nothing? Do we wait down the street and even get shot? The other day, I was riding on the freeway in America and had a manufacturing. I mean, good morning. I mean, the modified the Bear Arms Amendment. Good morning. Yes. Where's he walking around? All right, well, you can do it downtown. No? Well, there's a few walk around downtown. Well, I don't know where you would stop and push that, but I think we ought to get an opportunity. I think we ought to get those opportunities. Mhm. Well, yeah, well, I think that's a reasonable. Well, I think the mayor didn't give me any food about the council. Yeah. Well, I got to check my schedule to see when that's going to happen. Yeah, yeah, but I'm gonna tell. I mean, listen, there are too many men in the world like myself. Well, listen again. What people do, not what I answer. You know, jumped out of the airplane. Good morning, on there. Good morning. That's what you said the other day. Yeah. Well, you know, the rule is once you get on the aircraft, unless you tremendously sick and you decide not to jump, you're gonna have to do it anyway. What? Yeah, 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 yeah. Right. Well, you know, military base, right? Our weapons are in the armory. Yeah, military. I went out to the recruiting center the other day, and I said, "Why y'all got the door locked?" This is the United States Army. Well, they got some dangerous people out there. So our job is about danger. You know, we're the army. Oh well. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's true. Mm. No, 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 no. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't need to do it, getting in all that water if I'm fishing. So we gonna leave that alone. Hey, appreciate the comment. I gotta take a last break. When we come back, hopefully I'll get David Thrasher on the line with us, and we'll be talking to him about his concerns about crime. Dr. David Thrasher, and his suggestion.
people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, we're looking pretty good. We've got a minor accident reported on Taylor Road and Winton Blunt Boulevard. Keep your eyes open there. Taylor Road and Winton Blunt. Outside of that, we're looking good. Checking on the traffic flow map real quick. No major backups or slowdowns. That's all good news. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. The Front Porch Grill is all about home-cooked food and good friends. Put your feet under their table for breakfast, lunch, and supper. Front Porch Grill, Highway 14 in Millbrook, next to Food Outlet. Buckle up. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major.
Your morning espresso starts right here. It's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
There were 51 Tony Blinken recruited ex-intelligence officials that wanted Joe Biden to win. So they knew nothing about the laptop, but were willing to make this in-kind contribution and lied. They knew nothing about whether this was authentic or not, about Hunter Biden. Well, the FBI official that was introduced into evidence in this case from day one, not only was it authentic, said the FBI official, but claimed that Biden defenders that have been saying it's been doctored with fabricated evidence is completely bogus. That's what took place in a courtroom. But don't hold your breath expecting any apologies.
The Sean Hannity Show from coast to coast later today.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school.
Dr.
It can be
Thatcher,
harder for
I
them
got to
to
put you on
focus
hold for a
and
second,
learn.
and then I'll come back to you.
But one
How you doing,
simple
sir?
thing can help change all of this for a
Okay,
hungry
hold on
child
a
in
second.
America.
It'll be about 3 minutes.
Good healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our health care. This is why so many people are joining Medishare right now. Medishare is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly healthcare costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch, especially now during this challenging season with healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up. Medishare can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. Medishare works too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second, and if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now would be perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
One of the most classic and customizable options for your home is custom drapery. Drape can dress up a space, create privacy, black out a room, and be combined with other window treatments for an impressive and polished space. Just Blinds in Prattville is your trusted local source for quality custom drapery. Just Blinds offers pleated drapery, panel drapery, grommet-style drapery, and drapery hardware. Ben here inviting you to visit our showroom in Prattville or visit us online at gojustblinds.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. hims.com/radio.
Listen to News Radio 1440 at work. NewsRadio1440.com at home through your Alexa or Google smart home device. Depend on it. News Radio 1440.
And welcome back, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome in to my world. Thank you for joining me on the phone with us from on the phone with us from Parts Unknown. Is Dr. David Thrasher, who has interesting observations. And I read some of the email, Dr. Thrasher. You're not being overly critical. You're certainly being concerned about the situation we find ourselves in Montgomery right now. Is that a fair assessment of your position? I didn't either.
Stephen Reed. I'm not anti-Chip Hill, the chief of staff. I just want I want them to do something. Okay. I got very frustrated when I told them that crime is rampant here.
Now you know I'm on the
No,
air,
it's
right?
not. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And first of all, we got to realize we got a problem. I got invited to go visit NASA about a month ago, and we sat in that command center. And if you remember, there was a movie, Apollo 13, where our astronauts are up there giving out of oxygen. It was critical. They thought they would die. And they said, Houston, they radio back, Houston, we have a problem. Well, what the engineers did is not point fingers, blame each other for not passing occupation back 3 years ago, blaming this and that. They said, we're going to fix it. We got together and fixed it, brought our three astronauts back here. Montgomery, we've got a problem. My dad always said, son, if you find yourself in a hole, first thing you do is quit digging. Second thing you do is admit you're in a hole. We're in a hole, Montgomery, and we got to figure it out, okay? We can argue about how many homicides have been reported by the police department, the FBI, etc. I know how many. One thing the citizens department says every day, I work for 6 years out there in 1986. We know how many people died. Last year was 65 homicides, okay? All over America, instead of COVID, homicides increased dramatically. But almost every other city they have cut back down to pre-COVID levels. Not Montgomery, okay? Over the first 4 years of this administration, homicides were 68, 78, 66, 75. Now, when I initially was saying this, the mayor's office said, "Oh, I'm glad you're on 36."
Well, what are the doctors? I'll give you a second. What are their complaints about not wanting to Okay, I gotta take a short break. We'll come back and practice. Give me the last word on thinking, but it's going on, in my city right now, all the time. We'll be back. Agent Coach, if you want to ask that, feel free to.
Montgomery's Skywatch Traffic brought to you by Leon, family driven news. Well, Montgomery. In the morning, Bongino for the window, strong-handedly, slips into the bed. And the immune system is good for the job. Nutrients in the weak immune system. There is a solution. DINOVITE. Dynamite. It took a great visit of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. Try Dynamite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dynamite.com/radio. The doctor's office that fixes your product is really our company that mistakenly tried to work your info, if you're supposed to know, expose your that's why I want to talk. If your identity is stolen, it's just save up to 40% your first year with promo code.
Once I turn the microphone on, people will be hearing you. And we are back. On the phone with us from somewhere in the world is Dr. David Glasser, who's concerned, like most of us who live in the city of Montgomery, on the crime situation. And we do hear a lot of people complaining about it. He has suggested some things, but Dr. Thrasher, if Dr. Thrasher was in charge of Montgomery right now, give me one thing that you would implement or try to implement that you think would make a difference.
And we got to get morale better in the police force. First thing I do, I have to ask police chief, and I say, you know, you do this thing. I don't think it's I have to get part of it. You're not going to know it. You're going to FOP, okay? Everett Johnson has been trying hard
to give suggestions and look at it. You know, we got to get away from this mess and work together, Kevin.
Okay. Somebody want to ask you a question right quick. Let me answer it. Good morning, y'all. David Fresh. Morning.
That's one of the things that's territory. So what is the why we need to know? Well, it is a lot. You know,
Good morning, on the air with that David Fresh. Yes.
I want to thank you so very much. You are the people of the world that are afraid and concerned about what is going on in the city besides me and a few others. And I'm so happy that you came and talked. But Dr. Francis, I am concerned about these organizations who are supposed to be working with our children. They might not have sensitive areas. You need to have organizations who are advocates and there is a neurologist who knows about the school system, who knows about the children here in my country, because he knows from the research. We need to ensure that those people we put people experts in the schools and they have to share with senior people inside the schools, inside neighborhoods, for those experts. Young ages, young people,
Let me teach you one more problem I used last month. Good morning, on the air with Dr. Fresh.
What we can do to help the situation. I mean, we got to talk to whatever, but we do it for the situation because I guess I'm trying to have two things at a time right now, but what I am right now is I don't want to put my weapons in the car right now, okay? And take that off any of these steps. I'm trying to keep it 5 years. Okay? Not like some of the stuff.
Okay. I'm running out of time. Let him answer some of that question, and you can call back next hour. We can have another conversation. But anyway, Dr. Thrasher, you get the last word on this. Where do we go? I gotta go. Stay tuned. Thank you for your contribution and for your concern for the city. Michael. Thank you, sir. We'll be back. Now you see what I do.
Is
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. President Biden has just returned to Normandy, and he's about to deliver a major speech on democracy, the day after marking 80 years since Allied troops stormed the beaches there. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby.
Let's talk about the gift that those soldiers gave us in the world and how we have to treasure and cherish that gift going forward. Building we can preserve it.
This morning, Mr. Biden met with Ukraine's president, Zelensky, in Paris, promising him $225 million in new U.S. aid. Correspondent Kevin Elkins.
President Biden apologized publicly for the months-long holdup of military assistance that allowed Russia to get guns on the battlefield. Mr. Biden pledged the U.S. will not walk away from Ukraine. We're still in, he said. This package will include rocket and mortar systems and artillery weapons. Canadian France attending her stepson Hunter Biden's federal government in Delaware. CBS has gotten comments that the prosecution will rest its case later today.
We expect at least a full day of sensitive presentation. All is the prospect that this future from Monday will be only half of next week.
Hasn't ruled out Hunter Biden testifying. The labor market surging past expectations. Employers added much better than expected 272,000 jobs in May. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Sectors that saw growth: healthcare adding 68,000 jobs, government 43,000, leisure and hospitality continuing to add 42,000 jobs, and retail services adding 13,000 jobs.
Unemployment ticked up to 4%. All told, economists say it's likely the Fed will not cut interest rates anytime soon. To a tiny town in California, Sierra Nevada, where officials are reporting a first-of-its-kind death. CBS's Matt Weber.
An autopsy has confirmed that a 71-year-old woman found mauled to death in her home northwest of Lake Tahoe was killed by a bear. The state's first documented deadly black bear attack. Jeanette Tillman with South Lake Tahoe Refuse has been warning residents to keep their garbage locked up.
Now it's really important because we have so much bear activity.
The woman's body was discovered last year after sheriff's deputies found staff in the welfare truck. If you want to try a meal at this year's best restaurant, you'll have to fly to Barcelona. This sweet Todd ranks #1 by more than 1,000 international industry experts, with writers and chefs to different toast to Mediterranean dishes like caviar-filled Concino donuts and frozen gazpacho sandwich. This is CBS News.
With the O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your parts needs. With the parking service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people easy. And right now you can try it at ZipRecruiter.com/. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of projects. But more than that, ZipRecruiter prevents the position and the community to skills and needs. It won't just leave you and actively invite them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves.
There are 5 employers that post on ZipRecruiter that are probably under within the first day. That's right, you are correct. Yes. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. This message really hands up in the NBA. It was a Microsoft Reference Group when Christopher Porzingis returned from injury. It was a dominating performance on this year. 107-89 win with the Dallas Mavericks. These Celtics fans predict a quick series. Seconds of off the floor. The Mavs outscored the Celtics in the second half. Dallas coach Jason Kidd said that's something to do.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll work out. Yeah, you know the thing is, y'all, when they take me straight up and they get money to a woman, and evidently he's still happy, right? And so I quoted to them some money from campaign to pay off. But that's not enough money to do anything. But it was the same thing. Right? It was one. Write your check if they were to check it 24 times. Well, every man I know, don't look up to all the women. Nobody wants. Nobody wants that. So they have to make up something. In my mind, they have to make up something before. So they said the money that he collected and taxes to fund his campaign was used to pay off this woman. The man's a billionaire, at least on paper anyway. He really good money, you know. But I would think too. Would you have paid it? You do. Okay. These are what people really do. So they don't want the guy. They don't. We were a better nation financially when Trump was in office. We got a guy in the White House now who wants the southern border open. We got about 12 million people coming to this country illegally since we've been in office. And when you find them, they don't do anything about it. But I don't blame the people for coming. America is one of the greatest places in the world to live. I do blame them for letting everybody in. Because we now got diseases in America that we haven't had in decades. Polio, one of them. We had got rid of polio. Now we're bringing people from other countries in here without vetting them. And it's, man, I don't know. Not the people, though. I blame us for letting people in. It's like I said, well, Zarel, don't let somebody in. I come home and guess what? It's 10 people in the house. I don't blame the 10 people coming in the house. I blame you for letting them in. So what's that? Yeah. And we had good morning, everybody. Hope this day finds you, everybody well. I got to come in the studio up here in a little while. But I told you I'm going to microphone and say hi to something. You know, come on a job, you know, it's so important to know. If you want to hear it again, I'm probably going to podcast with you and maybe hear what I'm saying. You know, really, who was that? Who was somebody that was up here? I mean, it's this way. In Montgomery, grown by 60,000 people, you always get president the mayor. But so if the mayor, if we lose 60,000 people, then the mayor's got to take that too. But I personally think, I think the mayor is the right to do that. But I still can't understand why people want to be approved. I don't understand that. I mean, it's a noble, it's a noble job, it's a good job. It's a really leadership. Tell me something. Who wouldn't want a job with no college degree that started on the $27,000? I mean, who wouldn't want that? If I wasn't so old, I'd go down there and enjoy it. Okay? Who's going to help me? He's too old to run. Anyway, I'm just saying. I'm one of those things that I can't figure out. I don't need good leadership can influence people. Good leadership can influence people. So, let me get on it. I get to speak. I'm speaking how people are not sure. Who's this? I think the police office is budgeted for 500 officers. Well, they don't have 500 officers, so they got extra money in the police department right now. Yeah, I'm against this. I don't think. No, you know. Uh, yeah. Yeah. And we do, but maybe those are the same people that get their act together and get their paperwork in order, and they go up there and ask for money. I don't blame them if they're doing something. You know, if they're doing something. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to call 1C3 in order to get money from the. Do you have one of those? Yeah, I'm with you. I don't want. Yeah, I don't want to pay one more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to pay one more dollar for sanitation or anything else. But I am for a sugar tax. We need to that sugar, soda, and beer. I'm all for putting the extra foot on taxes and everything. I'm all good for that. If you don't need soda, you don't need beer, it'll stop me from drinking so many because I don't pay them much like that. I don't need them anyway. So I'm just saying, so call it a sugar tax. Let's get tax on donuts. Who needs donuts? I'll go there. Okay. Let's leave the donuts out of that. Coca-Cola, sodas, and beer and liquor, we need to put extra tax on that stuff. We don't need that. Don't tax the stuff we need in lieu of the things we want. So, bring out the sugar tax. Okay, 50 cents on a bottle of food. Oh yeah, I'm good for that. So that's really, sure that's not really good for Coca-Cola. Okay, and let's not get a little extra money on the cigarettes too. Okay, and we gonna tax you extra for smoking marijuana too. Okay, yeah. There's many ways to fund things in the city besides going up on on the bill. The taxes are going up, the water is going up, services is going up, but really everything I need, you know, it's going up. If I want, they can leave it alone. Look, okay, we get the sugar thing. But again, we need sugar tax. Tax everything. Tax all the junk food in Montgomery. We can raise a hell of a lot of money. 20. Good morning. Turn that down. I appreciate it so much. And to see how everything money is applying to what my money or why be directed into something else. That's got my point. Development is good, but that needs to go from. Well, I think we can have both. But why why they didn't redirect the money whites and parties for solving inner city problems? Traffic and other problems call in highlighting your expertise on how long naturally. So and so and so. I've been doing such a great job. Really good organizations were named also. In all of these experts, if all of these experts and organizations are experts now, why haven't time been put or at least eradicated? It is that their expertise and approach have run its course exhausted themselves to not solve our problems. And I think one of those things that we talk about are not gun buyback. If gun buyback solve the crime and community, or there would be no crime, we can spend a lot of money on gun buyback. Initially, it's a big deal. not, not I'm just saying, yeah, you make a great point there. Some of these tried and true things uh, have exhausted. We've exhausted them. Yeah. 860-1414 over here. Good morning on there. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Oh, no, that's right. We would never get any soldiers to be disciplined if we weren't able to break them down, and build them back up. And, police person, being on the streets of Montgomery or any street in the city as a crime fighting officer is not an easy job. And you do have to sometimes get down in the middle of the room. Yeah. And in prison, and there again, one of the problems we have with moms raising boys all by themselves is we have forgotten the warrior. It's our job to help them find snake, find child, kill them, cut them up, strip them, and put them on the grill. That's right. Yep. I appreciate it. Yeah. 9:22 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. Hi. Amen to that. That's true. Okay. Come. Have some metal. Because with our boys today, I mean, we put down ever since Obama was in office, trying to make away with skirts to school, and eyelashes and fingernail polish in public school. We've seen a proliferation of unhomophobic behavior. Outstanding. Yeah, yeah. I don't think Z's gonna do that either. Okay. Well, yeah, yeah, that's true. They're not gonna be wrong. But the sad part is that we have to wear it in a place of business. That's still that signifies something is wrong. Yeah, yeah. Lululemon will have two people together. Hey, that's right. And leather didn't go together either. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Hey, got to the break. We'll be back. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You know, we're gonna be right back. I mean, oh yeah, yeah. Nobody has to have service. Especially me. I'm not a big community. No, we have alcohol prohibition. I don't think we have in what we need to do, because it's good for two things. We don't need to drink all the sugar anyway. It's good for our health. And just maybe extra money. Right? I thought maybe 2 cents per little too much. At least 20 cents. At least 20 cents. Up to like 20 cents. 20 cents or Mountain Dew. Or any soda. And here, oh, we are eat food. Today, the same thing is being my medicine. This is one of the not really got to put on the you. Nothing like cold water. something next year so we can actually hear things. This is what we call commercial break. You figure that out.
For more information and tips on how to with you and your family, visit our website.
The goal is to with your new
Selling it like it really is. It's the Bill Bonzino Show. From 11 to 2 on News Radio 14.
And we are back. 860 we got to talk to each other on the line this morning. What in the world is that? Somebody's alarm going off. Really? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. And I think right. I think that's a great concern also. And I think we need to ask somebody, what's going to be the final outcome. Right. Every time they seem to make it better, it takes the prices of things up. I mean, and therefore the people who live there, who's supposed to be making it better for, end up not the benefactor of the hard work or the long years they pay taxes. That's an interesting question. I think it's one we need to explore. Great question. Hey, mhm, yeah, I appreciate it. Interesting question. Good morning. Did I just talk to you last time? Yes, I did. My body that bad. No, I haven't, only one. Listen, man, I didn't talk. Really? Okay, okay, brother. What? If, if you call in the 6 o'clock hour, you call in the 9 o'clock hour. If you call in the 7 o'clock hour, you can't call back. You can ask me, hey, on. Yeah. And they put their hand, when they put their hands on and put their feet on my hands, and it's push me down there like cold snow. Yeah, yeah, but you know what? Maybe not. Yeah. Well, I sort of agree with that, but it's kind of hard to listen to a guy here illegally talk about another person. Mm. I will. share. Yeah, do it, Marty. Yeah. Yeah, this one. Okay, listen, I'll do that. Yeah. You got to heard his name for years. You never really heard his voice. Last time he was something. Panther. Last time. You don't want to stop. You don't like that. Say hi to the people. You know, well, I can't see you, but I never heard of that. So, I'm not gonna do that. That's about it. That's the interview. That's one. So how old you are now? 17 years old, 18, and no more 3 months. Uh, anyway, he goes to you. Did you know? Look on Christian giving. Have you looked at this? Did they have people do research on it? Hmm? What do you find astonishing about it? You remember this? Okay. Well, he was part of the Yale one, but they would not allow him to get a PhD, so because he was black, and because he didn't, they didn't let colored people get PhDs at Harvard. One of the most intellectual colleges in the history of America, but if you're black, you couldn't get a PhD, even though you were smarter than a PhD. But he was born in 1899, you know, he died in 1975, but 76 years old, around the fact. Smart man, though. Smart man. And he was a chemist by trade. I wonder how many people in your school know that. You don't have to? Good. Good. Okay, well, yesterday was the first time. Yeah. Now, I asked you yesterday, come close to the microphone here. I asked you yesterday what you think about being a policeman. What you got? Okay. Okay. Mm. And you think that you should. Yeah, yeah. You got. But you did say you thought about it. Yeah. And what about being a policeman about it? You think that you would want to do? Please, what teacher? Okay, I don't want to do it. So he used to be a policeman. Now he's in the real jungle in the classroom. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, so you do say you want to try out the Air Force, not the Army. Why not the Army? You can see the things on the wall back here right there. You just say them. That's it. You know, wings right there. You just say them. The girls will love you. They want those wings more than they want money. Okay, so you don't want to go to the Army. Well, why not? Why not? Is it a rough life? It's tough life. How do you think you're too smart to go now? Okay, I'm just answering the question. Anyway, all right, let's hold. Good morning, who is this? Oh, much love. Well, anyway, 86042, okay, he wants to go in the Air Force, not the Army. You got a right to choose what he wants to do. Let's take a last break an hour, and we'll come back. Z's with me. The guy I always talk about all the time. We don't get to hear it because he's in school, which is where most of the come in there. Got to take a break. Okay, so we only got about after the commercial about 7 minutes.
remind us daily. Lord is pleased with us. It leads in charge of a good trial. You know better. You know best. The world is full of fears of open payment. Our future is supply. Some of the food is separate. That's to prepare. We're my patriot supply. Secure their best-selling 3-month emergency food kit. Each can get universal price. Secure at least one food kit for each family. For a limited time, save $200 plus their free shipping on all their Ready Hour 3-month emergency food kits. You're not ready. It's not Ready Hour Foods. My Patriot Supply also has solar-powered generators, water filtration units, biomass stoves, heirloom seeds, and critical survival gear. Shop MyPatriotSupply.com today. MyPatriotSupply.com. What's new in the world of industry? I'm being here with just one good thing with written motorization, and more motorization options ever before. Even in the city, we have to get down to the motor. Listen, your focus. Even so, even so, you should have a new way of managing motorization options. My name is Jacob. This is what other people you said? I'm just sure
Mom, put your shoes on. We'll head to the doctor in 10 minutes. Okay, Mom. Hey, am I going to have to walk, right? Yeah. It's time for your yearly vaccines. We have to make sure all your vaccines are up to date before you start.
And we are back. Today, the word of the day is spelled E-N-I-G-M-A. Enigma. Now, be careful, who you around when you use this word because then you think you said something else. Okay? But it's called enigma. E-N-I-G-M-A. What does it mean? It means someone or something that is difficult to understand or explain. I have been called an enigma, and in my life. I'm to understand it. So now, you reach out somebody says, you are an enigma. Now, you probably need to try to get to the unique part, and he won't hear nothing else to say that. It is a word, it's called enigma. It means something that is difficult to understand. And it comes from a Greek word that means to speak in riddle. And it is a great thing to be alive. The lesson of life today is this. There are times when you stand alone. But if in your heart, you know you are running under the shadow of doubt, never back down. But there is a caveat. There are times when staying means standing alone. And if you know in your heart that you're right, you know without a shadow of a doubt, never stand down. But remember the last part of this. There will be a cost to you. There will cost you something to stand up sometimes. You need to stand alone. But you must be prepared to pay the price. If you're not prepared to pay the price, just raise your hand with everybody else. Come on, who's this? Yeah, I had my friend back in my he heard it up there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, I mean it. Well, now he means well. He means well. I know, but he means well. I think he was a cop. He was a cop in Montgomery. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's nice now. Everybody, right? Yeah. Hey, Mr. How you go? Mr. Agent. Oh, okay. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, he has. Yeah. That's good advice on that. Well, as the Air Force or the Army, it's still pretty good to serve. I mean, it's still dangerous. He's one of them. I wish you went to an Army jump up there for me. That, yeah, but you got some guy riding your back all the way down. That's a little too good for me. Okay. Yeah. If you don't know the state, good morning. That's right. That's right. It is. And I think I thought you were. Good morning, on there. I'm doing pretty good. It's not a beautiful story. It's a beautiful. Yeah. Well, now, you got to have some gonads to be assumed to interference. Now, not man enough. All righty. You too, man. Okay. You turn people against the army. I mean, really? I mean, seriously? You ate a lot of bacon for the army. Okay? Hey, good morning on there. Yeah, he did. It's called the ability to be a baby. No, you don't need that. Yeah, yeah. You're right. That will never happen. You know what? I don't care who it is. He got to get. He got to get his car to stand up that time the best you can. Yeah. All right. All right. Hey, you don't want to get nothing for nothing. You don't want me to buy you a car, do you? You want to earn the car, right? You don't take here. So listen, on a scale of we've only got 2 minutes left. So what's your biggest complaint? Now, I mean, what are these people doing? You don't do that? Yeah, thank you, God. Okay. You know, but you realize one of the years, none of them you know, nobody's gonna be from Franklin, or they're gonna be from Montgomery. You never, you really know they're always lying about where they're from. Yeah, man, I'm in Atlanta. You can read some numbers, you home a record, Franklin, Alabama. But I was close to that. What is this? Yes, yeah. Exactly. You know, yeah. Yeah, well, mama's on time. Hey, I appreciate it. Our time is up. Z's been in the house with me for a little bit anyway. And now we gotta go to see that recruiting guy. We'll be back.
On News Radio 1340.
Good morning. I'm Ted Davis. Here for Talking in the News.
What kills me?